Ain't it funny how they don't mind poisoning your mind? They have the FDA for food. A million different protocols for how you're supposed to prepare food. You have to get special licensing for your food. Special is your kitchen clean? All this stuff to make sure your food is good and healthy. But they have absolutely no mind for poisoning the mind. And you would think, well, hey, what's more important, the mind or the body? I guess that's just a direct result of society as a whole. I guess a lot of people don't think the mind is as important as the body. And it's not something that you would compare in terms of what's more important to take care of your mental health or your physical health. And say you watch shitty movies and you watch a lot of drama TV, and your adrenaline's always coursing, or you're always stressed out about rent or food, or just all the unnecessaries, and how much that poisons the mind, which in turn poisons the body. But they don't regulate that. It's not like as far as, say, content like TV or the news, they'll never regulate how a person feels via TV show. Or the point is, obviously they know how bad it is to poison your mind, and obviously they're doing that to some extent on purpose. You know what I mean? Obviously they do. You guys realize that's an obvious statement at this point, right? I think so. Or at least that's what I'm trying to tell people is, hey, they know how important your mind is, and they know if they destroy it, then you are no competition. You're just a subservient sheeple that kind of goes along and doesn't ever really have their back against the wall, because to have your back against the wall means, hey, I have to get my shit together or I'm going to die. You know what I mean? That's the tricky thing about our society, is it's set up in such a way that you'll never have your back up against the wall. You'll never hit rock bottom, not quite. Your death won't be met, out in the seas, fighting ominous temptresses. You'll be the person that dies in the harbor of the ships in harbor that die of decay and rust and rot. It's a long life, but you're decaying half the time. You're barely staying afloat half the time. You smell like shit. Wood starts molding and stuff like that. It's super dangerous. And to the point where you couldn't even take it out to see if you wanted to, not without serious fixes. And that's how society works. It's a long, gruesome death by design. That's why people say America will be like Nazi Germany. No, it won't. Or it'll be like communist China. No, it won't. Specifically because of the way America is. I don't know if this I don't think was by design, but what happened in America was we're super freedom heavy. Like, you can't take away my rights, can't take away my guns. I'm not saying that's good or that's bad, but what that means is the government would be foolish to launch an all-out war on its citizens. We're the most armed country in the world. There's no fucking chance. They'll make you think that. I remember Biden put out a video where he goes, "Well, you think you could take over America with AR-15s? Well, you're gonna need nuclear bombs and F-16s if you want to take on the government." He said that in a press speech. It was hilarious. Totally false. Get the fuck out of here. The Viet Cong of North Vietnam were able to stop the entirety of America and its allies, though America was going toe-to-toe. But the allies were helping with guns and reconnaissance and shit like that. We had help, and we still couldn't beat a bunch of natives with guns that they bought from Russia. And they withstood America for over a decade. America lied about being in the war. It was in the war in the 50s, way before the 60s, years before the 60s. So we've been over a decade. The Viet Cong shut down the U.S. No planes, no atomic bombs, no nothing. And again, I'm not saying it's good or bad. The point is, the government knows damn well, though it would like you to believe otherwise, that there's no way it's taking over its citizens. There's no way. No shot. But it doesn't have to. Now there's a new type of warfare. It's just spiritual warfare. They want to attack your spirit. They want to attack your soul. They want to attack your mind. They want to attack your intangibles. That's what they're coming after now. The things that you can't quite wrap your head around, and then they'll say that those things don't exist. They'll say spirit is no such thing. Materialism, once you die, you go back to the grave. There's nothing after this world, right? They destroy your spirit. They destroy your will through the foods, through the TV, through the endless cortisone coursing through your blood, because there's always the next imminent threat of war or threat of a new COVID, or there's a new variant, or you know what I mean? It's always something. The communists, or the fascists, and we gotta stop them, because if we don't stop them, then they're gonna take over the world. So we gotta bomb them into the last century just in case. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. It's insane that well, it's not crazy. It's not insane. I need you be careful with my words, Keith. It's not insane. It's not crazy that the world is the way it is. It's obvious. That's what we gotta start telling ourselves now. It's obvious. It's obvious that the world is the way it is when you look at how the majority of the world is dominated through the mind and through the spirit. You destroy the will, you destroy the spirit, you destroy the physical. We know how it works. We know it starts from the undefinable thing, moves into the sort of etheric potential thing, and then coalesces with thought into a physical thing. Mind, body, soul, right? The Trinity. Where was I? I hate when I go on tangents. What was this video about? I'm not sure, but check it out. This is what they don't want you guys to know. I grew a potato. I grew a whole bunch of potatoes, actually, and I just picked them from over here. So here's some potatoes we'll pick. There's some more that are ready to pick. These are the ones we picked and planted some white pumpkins for some cooking pumpkins, so we can have some nice fall goodies. Yeah, this is what they don't want you to learn. How to grow your own food. How easy was this? I literally sat on my chair. I did one day of work, had everything planted, watered it. I was out here anyways, just burning a J back, watering some plants. And then presto, all of a sudden one day I had a potato. Yeah. But you think it's extremely difficult to garden, right? I don't have a green thumb. I just can't do it. Get the fuck out of here. There's no such thing as I don't have a green thumb. Give it water, not too much, not too little. Give it some fertilizer every once in a while. Hey, you need to eat, don't you? Okay, give not too much, not too little. So it's not very, and that's it. Takes you all of one afternoon to learn the basics of gardening, and you'll be growing your own potatoes in no time. But the mind has been shot. The will has been shot. Everyone thinks it's so difficult, right? It's so difficult to grow plants. Oh my God. You guys come over to Maniletter's house. We'll have a garden day. I'll teach you how to grow corn, 3 Sister squash. We got beans growing up inside the corn. You come kick it. We got some Aztec corn over here. You come kick it at Maniletter's house, and I'll teach you guys in one day how to grow your own acreage. I'll set you up with a worm farm so you can make your own fertilizers. I'll show you how to hand pollinate your plants so that you know you're gonna get fruit to set, because you got I'll show you guys how to grind your own cornmeal so you can store it long term for baking and things. Come on. All right, guys, thanks for being here. So if you made it this far in the video and you're new, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know where you're from. Also, it would be nice to know the new squad, and keep growing plants. Grow trees, please. We need our thumbnail. This is a good side, a good angle. Oh, my dreadlocks look awful. That little baby dread is just, oh. Well, maybe a corn, maybe this. Oh, we'll go up. Ooh, there it is. Yeah.